All right. So thank you for being here. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate you for that. So KW is a company that's built by agents and for agents. And this is the KW 203 experience. We do have some videos for you today. So here's the first one that's going to give you a greater understanding of who we are. Let me know if you can't hear it for some reason.
Keller Williams was kind of a cultural experiment. At the end of the day, I wanted to see if I could build an organization that put people first.
As soon as I heard about the economic model and how they were going to share with all the people that helped build the company, I actually said, this will be the #1 company in the world.
The Y4C2Ts was the first time in my life that I'd seen a company actually express their value system and what they believed in on paper.
We are no longer outsourcing to third-party companies. World-class technology companies don't rent their vision, they own it. The only company on the planet that cares more about your success is only Keller Williams.
Right. Exciting stuff, right? Aren't you so thrilled? All right, where's my screen? There we go. Okay. So who you're in business with matters, right? Companies like this, KW, we're really big on our culture. So we want to make sure that you're experiencing the culture all the time. We believe that the company we keep can contribute to our lives in untold ways. So to help cement this understanding, we formalized a belief system that we call the Y4C2Ts that helps guide how we treat each other and do business. So for those of you that have been to any of our KW offices, have you seen where we have the Y4C2Ts anywhere? If you've been to Stanford, you've probably seen it right on the wall. When you come in at the front desk and you see Marlon, look to the right, and the Y4C2Ts is on the wall. So our mission is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. So it's a pretty cool mission statement. The vision is to be the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers. The values are God, family, and then business. We have a pretty cool perspective as well. A technology company that provides a real estate platform that our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. So KW is going to think like a top producer, it's going to act like a trainer consultant, and focus all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. So our belief system, like I was talking about earlier, the Y4C2Ts, it's an awesome way to just guide you whenever you're in any kind of a transaction. And a lot of times in life, look for the win-win, win-win or no deal. That's one of my favorite. If everyone's not happy, maybe you can keep working until you get to a true win-win. Communication is important as well. Seek first to understand. Everybody's so quick to fire off a text. Get face-to-face, get voice-to-voice. There's no tonality in text. I might text Jessica good morning, and if she just had a bad morning where her pet passed away, it's not a good morning for her. So she might give me not the best energy back, right? Always try to get voice-to-voice if you can. So how many of you have been on our Crusher calls in the morning? We can make this interactive if you guys want to not just hear my melodious voice all morning. Nan, you've been on the Crusher call. Can you unmute and give us your experience? Who said that?
Good morning, everyone. You're muted. The Crusher call. So I was just on it this morning. That was my first call. And it was awesome. I mean, just to hear the success stories elsewhere and then get the tips that, are for the day just to motivate you. It was good.
Excellent. Yeah. So for those of you who haven't had a chance, to attend, Every morning on weekdays, you just go to mykwzoomroom.com and you can listen to our Crush It calls. We started off with maybe like a mortgage minute, and we will give you just different things that are going on in the real estate world, different things that are going on in our office. It's the best way to be fully plugged in. You know, you're our VIP if you're in there in the morning. So tune in. There's a different topic every day. It's a great way to meet some of your fellow peers, right? And if you miss any of our classes, we have a YouTube library with all of our training. So if we click on this link over here, it's going to take you to KW203 TV. So ever since the pandemic happened, we created our own YouTube library with all of our trainings that you can access anytime you can't make one of our live classes. Most of our classes are recorded. In some instances, for different reasons, we're not able to record the class. So when you get to the home page, it looks like this, and it shows you the most recent videos we have. But click on playlists, because that way you can sort by the type of class you're interested in. All of our Ignite classes, different command classes, classes that are for your business, and of course, more than 240 Crush It calls from the morning time. So this is a great way to drill down on certain topics, right? And some of you are very new, but if you haven't started receiving my emails in the morning, you will pretty soon. Every morning we send emails that gives you the agenda for the day, all the different classes. Most of our classes, you just get in by going to mykwzoomroom.com. Some of them have unique links though. So get as much education as you can. We've often been called an education company that's cleverly disguised as a real estate company. Coaching. So coaching is important as well. People that have a coach tend to perform at a higher level than those who do not, right? So if you wanted to sign up for productivity coaching, we have the #1 productivity coach in all the land. In every Keller Williams office that exists, we're #1 6 months in a row, which is incredible, right? There's like more than 700 Keller Williams offices out there. And it's an honor that we have the #1 coach, right? The numbers don't lie. So if you're interested in signing up for an initial consultation with Jen so she can give you a phone call and explain how the program works, you should just click on the link. So I have the link attached, and you guys all got this attachment in the email. But if you go to jenheninterview.youcanbook.me, you'll see what slots she has available. Of course, it's the most wonderful time of the year, so there might be less slots available this week, but there's a little arrow so you can click on next week and see what time she has available. So there's always going to be slots available in the future. You would click on the slot that makes the most sense to you, give your name, give your phone number, your email, and whether you're out of the Stanford, Ridgefield Market Center, whatever it may be, confirm booking, and then just keep that in your calendar. She's going to give you a call and explain how the class works, right? But I think everybody should be in coaching. I want you all to make as much money as possible. I want you to have so much business that you're turning it away and giving it to other people for a 25% referral fee, right, Nan? Nan likes that. So that's coaching. The other thing I want you all to do after you get your KW email address is to go to the KW203 bulletin board page. So here's the link for that Facebook group here. So when you try to join it, it's going to ask you for your KW email address. Like I said, some of you are pretty new and don't have one of those yet, but after you do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire, you're going to get your own KW email address. So then you can provide that and join the group. But we currently have 379 members. We want to bump that up, of course, but this is the place where you can put any kind of announcement you have. If you want to host an open house, if you need an open house hosted, if you have a new listing coming on, it's the bulletin board for us at KW. So from our people from Stanford, Ridgefield, Westport, Newtown, and Danbury, right? This is a private group for us, and we want you all to take advantage of it. Another thing I wanted to mention about this group that I think is really helpful, once you join the group, there's a tab on the right side that says media. If you click on media, and then you click on albums, there are 7 videos here. So these are the 7 onboarding videos that our productivity coach, Jen, was kind enough to create for everyone, whether you join coaching or not. And it's important stuff that I think everyone needs to take a look at. It talks about lockboxes in Supra. It talks about what happens when you got a listing. What do you do next? How to put in an offer. a lot of just important things for you. And they're only about 5 minutes each. So that's your homework. Join the group, watch those 7 videos.
Is it just called onboarding per productivity coaching videos? Or what is the group name called?
The group name is called KW 203 Bulletin.
Oh, okay. I'm already in that actually.
That's good. So now that you're in it, you can click on the media tab. And then when you click on albums, there's only one album, onboarding productivity coaching videos. Right? If you've already joined coaching, I would say you're exempt and don't have to do this. Because once you join coaching, Jen's going to give you the 7 foundations that you need to really have a solid base in your business and then qualify for one-on-one monthly coaching. So that's even more important than this. All right, Ignite. Is there anybody that's on this call who's taken Ignite yet? No, I'm just scrolling to see. No.
I have Adonis.
You have, James?
Yeah.
James, give me your 2
came
cents.
on as an agent.
All right,
Yeah,
tell us about Ignite. What do you like about it? What have you heard? What did you experience?
Yeah, overall, it's a pretty nice, compact way of getting a good checklist of action items for both learning real estate and starting a business and running your own business specifically. So yeah, it's pretty useful. It distills a lot of stuff that you'd get from reading different books and stuff. So it's definitely worth your while. Take a few hours. So
Thanks, James. Did you take it with us or at a different market center?
no, with you guys, I just got access to the
Gotcha.
to the classes ahead of coming on as an agent. So.
Okay, absolutely. Well, yeah, thank you, James. I think everybody should take Ignite. Ignite is one of the free classes that we offer that you can take as many times as you want. We've got people that have taken it 5, 6, 9 times because at different points in your business, the information is going to hit you in a different way. So agents who take Ignite are 138% more likely to have a transaction than non-Ignite agents. And we're lucky that we have Rick, our broker. He teaches this class, 12 classes in total. Normally Tuesday through Thursday is the schedule at 4 o'clock, 2-hour classes each, all available on Zoom. I recommend you take it live so you can ask questions. And he's going to tell you everything you need to know, like how to make sure that the 20% of your efforts are focused correctly so they give you the 80% of results you're looking for, how to have no orphans in your business, how to master the buyer, how to master the seller, all the scripts. So it's gold. You should definitely take Ignite and then take it again. And if you don't want to wait for it to come around live because it might not come back live until January, you can always go to our YouTube playlist. You see the link is right here. It'll take you right to the most recent Ignites that we've done. All right, I'm just going to exit out of that though. Any questions on that? All right, let me just scroll down. I think it's time for me to announce my first guest. I just want to make sure that he's ready. Maybe he's not. Is that you, Sam, or is this actually Lisa? All right, well, we're going to move on in the meantime. So Kellerisms, these are some of the Keller Williams jargon that you'll hear around the office. So a market center is an office that's one of our staffed offices that you see people running in and out of and working out throughout the days, like Stanford and Ridgefield. The bigger offices like that are our market centers. We also have the office in Stanford, an office in Newtown, and an office in Danbury. You can work out of any of these offices. Just connect with us if you have any questions about that. The TL, that's the team leader. So we've got different team leaders in different areas. Steve is the team leader as far as Westport and Stanford are concerned. And then Dan's the team leader in all the other locations, including Ridgefield. So these are like your primary go-to people. They're the CEOs of the office, and they have the main function of helping the business to grow. So anyone that you think is a good fit for us, whether they're already a realtor at another company, or if they're brand new and they're thinking about getting their license, send them to your team leader so we can grow your downline and profit share, your passive income. The ATL, that's the assistant team leader here in Stanford. That's Carlos Martinez. Some of you know Carlos, awesome guy, right? The OP and the broker, that's Rick Scott. Some of you have connected with Rick, either on a Crush It call in the morning or through one of the classes that he teaches. So Rick is the person that you're going to need to get signatures from if you have a document that needs to be signed, like a listing agreement. So Rick would sign that. And then the ALC, that's our Agent Leadership Council. So this is made up of some of our top earners in Keller Williams, right? So some of you may have already been introduced to some of our ALC, and they're the ones that are going to be helping make all the decisions in the office. It's not just like Rick and Steve and Dan and Carlos make all the decisions. We want to treat our agents like stakeholders, so they have a say in the company as well. And then the director of First Impressions is Marlon. Marlon is here at the front desk in Stanford. And we just actually hired a new staff member named Shira, AKA Shy. She's over in the Ridgefield office. So she's agent services and front desk operations as well. So if you're in Ridgefield, you'll see Shy at the front desk. We also have Marty at the front desk in our Westport office. It's nice to talk about all this growth. I'm glad that we have more people now. So you definitely have an awesome staff that's here to help you, right? The MCA, that's the Market Center Administrator Division. So in Stanford, we've got Lisa Katz, and her counterpart in Ridgefield is Deb Linke. These are the people that pay you. So you want to make sure you're nice to them and give all your compliance that you're supposed to on time, so we can pay you on time. It's awesome that we have direct deposit now, so you don't have to wait around for a paper check. And then we have an AMCA, that's Sam Lopez here in our Stanford office. So at the beginning of the month, we have a process called transmittal, where the MCA department has to crunch these numbers over and over again. And they normally will have their doors closed with a sign on it that say, unless the building is on fire, don't open the door. I would hate to do that because they just have to keep crunching numbers to make sure we're financial. So in that time, you're better off sending an email because they might not be able to pick up a phone. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all are a good group, just nice and quiet. Okay. So supplies, you do get supplies working for Keller Williams as well. So business cards, you can get your business cards anywhere you're comfortable getting business cards. I've only ever used one site because they've always been good to me. And I asked them one day if they would give us a promo code, and they did, and they've never turned it off. So I think they're super easy, super awesome to work with. kwprinters.com. So let me just quickly show you what this website is. So when you go to KW Printers, you have so many choices for what kind of business card you want, and they already have the designs. So you don't have to create it from scratch. So many red and white options because those are our colors, but maybe you want to get jiggy with it. Maybe you want to do some kind of a green marble. Maybe you're a beachside realtor, so you want an ocean splash in the back. It's all kind of choices. Pick the style you like for the front, then you can pick the style you like for the back. There's all kind of things. You can tell somebody how to prepare the sale of their home. You can give them a calendar, even though everyone already has calendars, so that's useless. I like this one. The highest compliment I can receive is a referral of your friends and family. Thank you for your trust. Ooh, that's nice, Carly. That's conditioning, letting the public know what you value. So after you select your cards, you can get 1,000 cards for less than $75. Promo code Adonis saves you $10 on your order. They don't give me the $10. They should give me the $10, but they don't. So it's just a pure savings for you. And then after you order your business cards, you just want to get that receipt over to the MCA of your office so they can give you a credit, depending on how much your cards cost. If your cards cost $50, you get a $50 credit towards the next billable instance from the office. They cost $100. The highest credit we offer is $75. So just save that receipt, email it to your MCA, and then you'll be able to get that as a credit. Okay. So signs and writers. You also get sign writers working at Keller Williams. So after you get your listing, your first listing with Keller Williams, let the front desk know of your office so they can order you your 2 custom sign writers. So you got that white post that goes in the ground, you got the panel that says Keller Williams, and then below that, you've got the writer that says your name and your phone number. So when people drive by a property, they can call you directly, Andrea, right? We use a company called Post and Panel 360, and they're the ones that are going to actually install the signs in the ground for you. You just have to let them know where you want it installed, give them enough lead time, and they'll take care of that for you. You also get a name badge working with Keller Williams. Now, this is not something that you have to get, As you can tell, if you've ever been to any of our offices, we're not walking around with name badges all the time. That'd be kind of weird. But if you're going to an event and you want to let them know who the greatest realtor in town is, you might want a name badge, right? So just reach out to your front desk and he'll give you the different options, or she'll give you the different options if it's Ridgefield. And then you can get a custom name badge. Magnetic, it's not going to puncture your clothes. So that's pretty awesome. You also get an email address working with Keller Williams. So do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire. That's attached to the first step on the attachment I gave you when I welcomed you to this orientation, the Word document. And then Scott Leroy is gonna pick the email address of your choosing. Once you have your email address, it works just like Gmail. So it's whatever you want at kw.com and you have access to the full Google suite. So that's pretty awesome. All right, let me scroll and scroll.
Question about the email, Adonis?
Go ahead.
Yeah, when do you use the KW Realty?
Don't bother looking at that KW Realty. We used to use it with a company called eEdge. So the kw.com and kwrealty.com, it was the same thing. It was synonymous. Pretend that
It's like-
KW Realty doesn't exist anymore. It's just kw.com now.
So it's like an alias of the other. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, speaking of aliases, once you create your email address, right? Let's say you ended up doing George Lore at kw.com, and then you started growing your business and you wanted to be, George Lore Homes. So you actually have the ability to create an alias on the MyKW website. So you can
Excellent.
pick an alias.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. All right. Sam, are you around, sir? Sam is around. Okay. So I wanted to introduce you guys to Sam. Sam is the Assistant Market Center Administrator here in our Stanford office. So he and Lisa work together to make sure you get paid. He does all the invoices. He does a lot, actually. Sam is like a super soldier. They gave Sam the super soldier serum, and now he's Captain Sam Lopez. So Sam, tell the people what you do.
Thanks for the epic introduction. Like you said, I'm Sam. I work in the finance department. So I help with your compliance and getting invoices out for your transactions so that you can get paid, as well as processing your commission checks and getting those deposits out to you when we do get to check in. I'm also involved with, just general office finances and things of that nature, as well as some command help, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. There's more, but I can never think of it on the spot. So
He's too busy doing it all the time. Does anybody have any questions for Sam? What a quiet bunch. I'm amazed that you guys are so quiet. Oh my gosh.
No, it's a big group too.
I know.
Wow.
Even Lisa's on, Sam. All right. Well, Sam, thank you for your time.
No problem. I'm sure I'll meet you all soon.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, then let's move on. So floor time, you do have the opportunity to be on floor time. And that's when any kind of call that comes in for somebody who's unrepresented and is just asking generically for help, you can be the one to help them. So we have 3 different shifts in the office. Got 9 to 12, 12 to 3, and 3 to 6. You would just need to connect with Marlon to sign up for floor time. And to be eligible, you have to at least enroll in productivity coaching or take an Ignite, just so like you're fully prepared when a phone call does come in that you can best serve these people. We also have conference rooms. So in all of our offices, if you wanted to have a private meeting with the client, you can book one of our conference rooms. So there's multiple ways to do it depending on which office you're in. You could always just call and say you need to have a room booked for a specific day at a specific time, and the front desk will take care of that for you. I can also say in the Stanford office, we've got tablets outside of the rooms and you can book your time that way as well. They've got computers, so you can do a presentation if needed as well. We just ask that you make sure that the room looks tidy after you're done so the next person can enter a clean room. Printers, we also have printers in our offices. So, I mean, we're in the digital age these days. There's not much that you probably need to print anymore. But if you do find yourself needing to print, you would just be able to log into the printers with the last 4 of your social, and then you'd be able to copy, scan, or send a fax in 2021. Who's sending faxes? Danielle? Nice. So you can fax if you need to as well. Computers, we've got hotel style computers that are free for anyone to use. You would just need to log in with your username and password. So if you're ever having any challenges with that, reach out to the front desk and they'll get you reset so you can use those. And they're already connected to the printer, so you can print easily off of that. And then as far as the Wi-Fi goes, we have 2 different Wi-Fis in our offices most times. We have a main Wi-Fi and then we have a guest Wi-Fi. So connect with your front desk if you're having any challenges connecting to the Wi-Fi. You can also get your laptop to print in the office using our virtual partner called ReproFactor. They would sign into your computer, make sure you can print, and then you'd be all set there. They just don't do same day appointments, so you would need to call them in advance. And if you're having any difficulty getting through to ReproFactor, please reach out to the front desk. We'll get you all reset. All right, office safety is important as well. Our offices are pretty much open from 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then staff is not here on the weekends. So practice your office safety. If you're coming into the office regularly and you want a set of credentials to be able to get in after hours, reach out to the front desk and they'll get you all sorted with that. You'll get a parking permit or a key or a fob, whatever your office requires, and then you'll be all set. We just ask if you're the last one in the office, make sure you lock the door to make sure that we can keep our spaces safe. All right, let me scroll and scroll and scroll. Oh, my next guest is here. She's a guest that's always evolving. She's a pretty awesome partner of ours. She's one of our mortgage partners, and at once she was a mortgage ninja and then a mortgage Jedi. She might be like a samurai at this point. I'm not really sure. Anyway, Tammy's awesome at what she does. She represents Loan Depot, and I wanted her to let you know how she can help you with your real estate deals. Go ahead, Tammy.
Hello, everybody. Adonis, thank you so much for inviting me to chat with the new group here. Welcome, whether you're new to real estate or new to KW, you are in for a great ride. The market is awesome. So I just wanted to take a quick minute and introduce myself to you. I've been in the business since 2002, and I've been called a lot of things as far as mortgages go. Lately, I'm told that I'm a black belt on my way to becoming a grandmaster. So a Jedi is probably right where I am at the moment. And I'm on my way to becoming a master Jedi. And guys, the reason these names, I get stuff done and I do things differently than any lender you're going to talk to. Most lenders out there are about throwing money at you, which is nice, but if they can't close the deal, then what good is money? A lot of times it's all about the interest rate, but if they can't close the deal, then what good is the lowest interest rate? So I help you guys find deals, save deals, win deals, close deals, and get paid. If you're newer to real estate, you will feel that you're going to hold on to that first closing with your dear life because that's going to be your paycheck. And I recognize that. And my goal is for you to just hand over your trust us with your clients, trust us with your family, your friends, and go out and find another deal. Once you pass it on to us, you don't have to worry about, I'm going to keep you up to date. I'm going to make you look like a rock star to your your sellers, and your buyers. I want to be a partner. I'm looking for agents who want to form a partnership, not just someone who has pretty interest rates. We have the pretty interest rates. We have the great products. My specialized niche product is mostly like government loans. I love renovation loans. They are my absolute favorite. I do not pass those loans on to someone else. I do them myself. So my team and I work together to do renovation loans. VA loans. By the time this year is over, I will be a certified VA loan specialist, which basically means I understand the guidelines. VA loans are not the devil that some people think. The problem is that there's a lot of lenders out there who don't know the guidelines. So if you don't know the guidelines, you're going to make mistakes and you can fall flat on your face. So you want to make sure you're dealing with people who understand the caveats to some of these loans. And then of course I do the pretty stuff too. That I love the 20% down with a W-2 employee. They're of course love those. So, and then the one thing that I really do try to do, if you're on the Tuesday calls, you're going to see that I'm different because I want to come at it. I use mortgage to help you guys sell more real estate. I don't just throw products and underwriting guidelines at you because, to be honest, I don't care what the real estate rules are, just want to help you guys sell it. I want to help you guys sell houses. So just like mortgage, you don't need to know the underwriting guidelines. You just need to know that I do. So once we form a partnership, you go find more clients and I will make sure you get paid. I don't think we're doing questions anymore, right, Adonis? It doesn't look like that. So I see that there's 12 of you on here. So I can put my contact information in there. But so let me just explain what a good lead is for me early first. Even if they say to you, oh, I'm already pre-approved. That's great. I still want you to have a conversation with my lending partner, Tammy, because her pre-approvals are 3 times more likely to get accepted because she really works hard to know the listing agents in the area. There are true stories where the offers are side by side. They are neck even. And we win the offer because I called the listing agent, because I made a video presenting our client as a strong buyer, and because they know who I am and they know I'm going to get it done. So even if they don't stay with me, which would be my fault, you want them to talk to me early, even if they're already pre-approved. I'm not going to go right for the jugular and pull their credit necessarily, but I am going to make sure that they're going to get a good experience. A lot of times, one thing to remember, oftentimes, I am the first financial person that our clients have ever spoken to. They may go to TurboTax to do their taxes, or they walk into H&R Block and hand them their W-2s, but they've never sat down with a financial planner. They've never sat down with an accountant. And a lot of times this is the first biggest purchase they're making, and they've never sat down with a financial person to go over their budget, to go over how to save money, what their options are, how it's going to look in the future. And that is what makes me different. So I look forward to working with all of you guys. I'll put my contact information in the chat. And Adonis, back to you, my friend.
Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. I think she did an excellent job highlighting how she can be a real asset to you in your career. So definitely take her up on that. Reach out to her. She's here for you. Thank you, Tammy. All right, we're going to keep moving forward so we can get you guys out of here at a reasonable time. So Scott Leroy Marketing is going to be one of your best friends, at least up front, getting you all set up on your platform. Remember, when I sent you the email invitation, there's a Word document. The first step gives you all the steps you need so you can do your Scott Leroy Marketing questionnaire. And you want to do this sooner than later so you can get all set up with your customized email address, with your website, with your KW mobile app that you can share with your clients. So it's all customized to you. They take care of all that heavy lifting on the back end so you can focus on what you need to focus on: closing deals, making money, helping families, changing lives. So do your Scott Leroy Marketing questionnaire as soon as possible. And then within 2 business days, you'll get an email that's called Keller Cloud Setup Complete. And that'll give you all your passwords and everything, so you have them on deck. And then if you have any kind of challenge with KW Command or your email, anything that's Keller Williams specific, not if you can't print, not if you're having a challenge with a listing or a listing agent, but just your KW platform, you send them an email, support@scottleroymarketing.com. They normally respond within 5 minutes. They have a full team that's here to help you with a myriad of things. So keep that as a resource. So you also have other tools that you get working with Keller Williams. So Apply Connect is the company that we use as far as credit reports are concerned. So if you're dealing with a tenant that's looking to get an apartment, credit scores are going to matter. So Apply Connect is the company that we use for this. So in that same email that I gave you with the invitation to this class, If you look towards the bottom of that Word document, it's going to give you the 10 steps needed so you can set up your account. One time free setup for you. You just have to pass a quiz to actually prove that you are Carly Worth, like a 4-question quiz. It's weird. You don't even give them your social, but they know all these things about you. They know where you've lived and stuff. It's weird. Pass the quiz and then you get a link. You can share that link with your clients and then they can pull their own credit report, $28.50 per person. Everyone's in compliance. Toolkit CMA. Has anyone on this call ever used Toolkit CMA? I know we've got people from different companies here. All right. Well, Toolkit CMA is a company that's always reinventing itself. It's connected to the MLS, so it's got real-time information. You can do for sale by owner presentations, expired listings, pre-listing packages, various presentations. So if you're interested in that, you should be receiving an email from the front desk with your username and password. Don't feel like you have to use this system. And if we ever do a class on Toolkit CMA, definitely take advantage of that so you can see how it can be an asset to you and your business. But nowadays, we're definitely in the technology age. So as far as your marketing is concerned, technology and marketing are going to go hand in hand. So you need to be the tech-enabled agent. If you're somebody who does a great job in person with people, you know, James bringing like a big tray of like amazing food to somebody, right? But maybe he's got no online presence, right? You're missing out on people. And the opposite, if you're in that situation, that's true as well. You need to make sure you capture as much business as possible. So KW Command is here to help you do just that. We're having classes like Monday through Thursday at 11:30 to explain different areas of Command. But watch this video.
Nothing more than people. People create everything inside an organization. And what's going to make us better in the long term is the way that our people think. Our goal is to tap the way people think and put it to use for everybody.
Keller Williams is going to listen to what their agents want for tech.
To break and rebuild the entire command system, which is what we call the lab process.
Saying, okay, tell us what works, tell us what doesn't.
There were a lot of, can we do this, can we do that? The answer is always going to be yes.
I feel like I designed it.
I really want to show you some updates and products, mostly Command.
Our agents can be smarter.
I'm not doing multiple data entry and things aren't falling through the cracks. They're all in one place.
Now we can focus on the relationship with the clients.
I like to call it high tech and high touch.
We're creating the industry's first innovation partnership with all of the agents out there.
I feel like I'm on the cutting edge of my profession.
This is for the agents. This is for the people that are actually doing the work on a daily basis.
They invest in not just the technology, but also in the people in the company.
Command makes my life easy.
So when people say you can't build software, well, actually we can, and we actually are.
What do you think about that, man? Building software, isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh. So definitely make KW Command part of your life. Like I said, we've got multiple ways to learn Command. Every Wednesday, we send an email in the morning that says Wednesday open for details, and it also gives you the opportunity for 2 different types of signups. You can do a tech one-on-one with our friend Joe McHugh from the Ridgefield office, and that guy is like a tech guru. He knows everything about Command. He knows the new things that are coming out and the outdated things. He is like your #1 resource. So you can schedule a 30-minute one-on-one with him. He's got multiple slots available Wednesday through Friday. And then you can also do a DocuSign one-on-one with me if you want to learn how to use DocuSign and send your clients paperwork digitally. I do those Wednesdays through Fridays as well. So open those Wednesday morning emails and you can sign up for a one-on-one slot. All right, KW mobile app. We also have a video that shows you the power of the KW mobile app. Completely revamped. It's an awesome way to put you and your clients at the head of a transaction. I'm sure this video will play with no problems.
Got it.
We need a pool. Let's start with a budget. Don't we want to live close to
my parents?
My parents. Well, pick this up later.
Okay, now what? Remember the guide?
Now, how about that pool?
Very fancy stuff, guys, cutting edge stuff. After you do your Scott Leroy marketing questionnaire, you're going to be able to get that customized app that you can share with your clients. And we have a bunch of classes on the mobile app in our YouTube library. So get familiar. Now I have the pleasure of introducing the next guest speaker, right? This is the man that you see at the front desk. He's like the captain of the ship, always making sure we don't crash into space debris, asteroids, and all that stuff. So Marlon, why don't you let the people know what you do and how you can help them?
Hey everybody, like Adonis said, I'm Marlon. I am here in front desk. I'm director of operations. You can think of me as your assistant. I'll be able to give you lock boxes. I'll be able to, help you with like other stuff like you get mail or packages, and a lot of questions. I'll be able to help you out here. If you want me to schedule a meeting room, I can schedule a meeting room. If you need another agent's number, I'm here. I'm also in charge of the social media aspect of Keller Williams 203. If you need any questions on what kind of posts you should do, when you should post them, what kind of what kind of post-specific posts, I'm here to help. And that's what I'm here for, almost as your assistant. Whatever you guys need with printer access and all that other stuff, that's what I'll be here for.
Does anybody have any questions for Marlon?
He's in the Richfield office.
I'm in Stanford office.
Oh, you understand. All right, thank you.
Any other questions for Marlon? Marlon, this is a shy group, man. Everybody's just patiently, they're just nodding their head and learning and listening. Very, very
Don't worry,
polite.
we'll get them out of that a little bit. Out of here,
Wait till you guys come to the office. We'll open you up.
I usually talk all the time, but I'm very consumed with my listing coming on today that I'm like just out of it.
No problem. Well, thanks for taking the time to be on, Carly.
Of course.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on, and we're almost done, guys. Don't worry. So let's talk about. Oh, Marlon, if you want, you can put your information in the chat.
I'll put my information.
Thank you, sir. So let's talk about the wealth building opportunity you have at Keller Williams, right? The way I see it, you can make money three ways. Any kind of business you do on your own, any kind of referrals you give out to people all across the country, and profit share. So KW has a model where the associates are going to be treated like stakeholders in the company. The more you spread the love and letting people know that Keller Williams exists and that this is a company they can hang their hat, anytime you bring someone to Keller Williams and they say you're the reason that they're here, they're going to be in your downline for profit share. So KW recognizes and rewards associates for helping the company to grow. Here's a video that quickly explains how profit share works. It's kind of complicated.
When deals close, agents who haven't capped
Everyone achieves more together, man. So we're also a company that's here finding and serving the higher purpose of business. That's the heart of our KW culture. We do believe in supporting the financial, physical, emotional well-being of our associates. Every year we have a community service-driven event called Red Day. It happens around mid-May. And the more of us that are here, the bigger impact we can make. It's the opportunity to give where you live. It's a day of renewing and energizing the communities that serve us. Started in 2009, stands for Renew, Energize, and Donate. So we've done all kinds of awesome things with Red Day as Keller Williams as an organization. Sometimes it even gets news coverage. We've helped out the Boys and Girls Club. We've painted, we've donated food to shelters. There's all kinds of awesome things that we can do. So as we get closer to May, you're going to start hearing a lot more about Red Day. You'll be able to put on a red shirt and we'll go out there and do something meaningful. KW Cares is pretty awesome as well. Through the incredible generosity of our associates, the company is able to support its own during any kind of a national, regional, local, or personal crises, right? So I have my last video to show you about the impact that KW Cares makes.
Life is full of little moments. There are moments that are beautiful, unpredictable in the most incredible ways. But there are also moments that can change life forever. A diagnosis, an accident, a fire, a storm, and it's as if, in a moment, the world that you knew before may never look the same. At KW, we are one family. And in moments of struggle, families are to be a source of light in the darkness. They surround us and lift us up. They help us move forward. For 18 years, KW Cares has served as a beacon of light for the KW family. We have awarded over $43 million in grants and helped support nearly 5,000 families in times of hardship due to sudden emergencies. From natural disasters to life-altering events, KW Cares is here to respond to urgent needs within our family. We are resilient, and we are stronger when family helps family. Support us so we can support others. Show you care at kwcares.org.
See, it's not just about making money, it's about helping people too. So whenever you close a piece of business, especially if it's a non-rental and you're making thousands of dollars, when you go to put in your commission request, it's going to ask you if you want to donate anything to KW Cares. So if you donate $10, $25, $50, whatever it may be, the more people that do that, the more that it adds up and we can actually make an impact somewhere. So we thank you in advance for your KW Cares contributions. Finally, Keller Williams is built by agents and for agents. We're a company that's changing lives, and the next one could be yours. So with that, you are all oriented. You guys did it. I knew you